You don't get what you deserve in life, you get what you ask for. Imagine walking into a room filled with everything you've ever wanted. Wealth, health, relationships, opportunity, fulfillment, and in the center of the room stands a single door. On that door, one word, ask. Most people never walk through that door, not because it's locked, but because they never reach for the handle. Let me ask you something. What would your life look like if you simply asked for what you wanted clearly, confidently, consistently? You see, asking is one of the simplest behaviors in human existence. A child does it instinctively. Yet as we grow older, most of us unlearn this simple truth. You can get almost anything you want in life if you have the courage to ask. Why don't people ask fear, pride, doubt, embarrassment, or worst of all, the assumption that the answer will be no? But that's just it. You don't know until you ask. And the people who accomplish the most in life, they ask more often, more direct, and more strategically than anyone else. Here's the truth. Asking is a skill. It's an art. It's a muscle. And like any skill, you can learn it. You can improve it. You can master it. And once you do, your results in life change dramatically, because life tends to respond not to your needs, but to your requests. So many people spend their lives waiting to be noticed, waiting to be chosen, waiting for a raise, for love, for opportunity. But successful people don't wait. They initiate, they ask, they knock, they seek, and they keep going until the door opens. You must understand this. Your future is largely shaped by the quality of your questions and the boldness with which you ask them. Ask for feedback, ask for help, ask for business, ask for wisdom, ask for the sale, ask for the meeting, ask for the opportunity. Asking is not weakness. Asking is intelligent leverage. Now, asking doesn't mean begging. It doesn't mean whining or wishing. It means clearly defining what you want, believing it's possible, and taking initiative to request it with confidence, competence, and persistence. But here's the catch. Most people don't know what to ask for because they're not clear on what they really want. So before you can master the art of asking, you must master the art of clarity. Clarity is the starting point of all achievement. Think of your mind as a GPS. It can't take you anywhere if you haven't entered a destination. And if your request to life or to others is vague, the results will be vague too. Don't say, I want more money. Say, I want to earn an additional $5, 000 per month through this business model by the end of the quarter. Don't say, I want to be healthier. Say, I want to lose 20 pounds. Have more energy and build a sustainable morning routine over the next 90 days. Specificity drives results. When you know exactly what you want, asking becomes a natural extension of your purpose. And when you do ask, ask with confidence. Speak as someone who believes they're worthy of receiving, because you are. And people respond to certainty. They respond to clarity. They respond to conviction. If you stammer through your request, downplay your needs, or apologize for taking up space, you communicate that what you're asking for isn't important, and neither are you. But when you ask directly, respectfully, and unapologetically, you show that you respect both yourself and the person you're speaking to. Now, here's a principle I teach in business, but it applies to every area of life. The law of probability. The more you ask, the more you receive. Not every ask will be a yes, but more asks means more yeses. It's math. It's strategy. Top salespeople hear no all the time, but they don't stop. They know that every no brings them closer to the next yes. They know that the biggest breakthroughs often come just after the last rejection. And the same applies to life. Ask once, and you might get lucky. Ask repeatedly, strategically, and you make your own luck. So let me ask you, what are you not asking for right now that could change your life? Is it a raise you deserve, but haven't had the courage to request? Is it an opportunity you see but you're waiting to be invited instead of knocking on the door? Is it feedback from someone who could help you grow? Is it help from someone who'd gladly give it if only you'd ask? Whatever it is, write it down. Decide today that you will stop waiting and start asking. Now, let's go deeper, because asking is not just a matter of words. It's a mindset, and at the heart of this mindset is belief. You must believe three things to become a master asker. You must believe that what you want is possible. You must believe that you deserve to have it. You must believe that others will help you get it if you ask in the right way. Let's take them one by one. First, belief in possibility. If you don't believe something is possible, you won't ask for it. You won't even consider it. You'll talk yourself out of the idea before you've ever given it a chance to live. Successful people stretch their minds. They imagine bigger outcomes. They question limitations. They ask, why not me? Why not now? And because they believe something better is available, they ask for it and often receive it. Second, belief in worthiness. This is a hidden block for many. Deep down, they don't feel they deserve success. So they don't ask, or they self-sabotage. The moment they start gaining ground, but here's the truth, your worth is not based on your past. It's not based on perfection. It's based on your potential. You are worthy of asking, worthy of receiving, worthy of building a better life. Let that truth sink in. And third, belief in cooperation. You must believe that people are generally willing to help. I share, support, give. This belief opens doors. People are not mind readers. They don't know what you need unless you ask, and more often than not, people want to help. They just need to know how. So learn to ask intelligently, ask respectfully, ask persistently, ask in ways that create win-win scenarios. If you're in business, don't just ask people to buy, show them the value. Ask how you can serve them better. Ask what they need, and then offer it. If you're in a relationship, you don't just hope your partner understands. Ask for what brings you closer. Ask what makes them feel loved. Ask how you can grow together. If you're in a career, don't wait to be noticed. Ask for the responsibilities you want. Ask for mentorship. Ask how you can earn more. Grow faster. Contribute more deeply. The most successful people I've ever worked with, CEOs, athletes, entrepreneurs, they constantly ask questions like, how can I do this better? Who knows more than I do about this? What would it take to achieve that goal? Who can I learn from? How can I serve at a higher level? What am I missing? These questions sharpen your vision, accelerate your learning, and expand your opportunities. They unlock doors you didn't even know existed. And once you begin asking at this level, something powerful happens. You begin attracting people, ideas, and resources that align with your vision, because asking is not just a tool, it's a signal. It tells the world and your own subconscious, I'm serious about growth, I'm ready for more. Now let's get practical. How do you ask effectively? Step one, be prepared. Know exactly what you're asking for. Be clear, concise, and specific. Don't ramble, don't guess. Know your goal and articulate it in a sentence or two. Step two, ask the right person. Don't waste time asking people who can't help you. Go directly to the source. Do your homework. Find out who has the authority, the influence, or the insight, and go to them. Step three, ask at the right time. Timing matters. Catch people when they're most open, relaxed, or receptive. Don't rush your ask. Set the stage. Step four, communicate value, especially in business. Make your ask a value proposition. Don't just say, give me. Show them why it benefits them too. Step five, follow up. Don't expect every answer to be instant. Be polite, be persistent, be professional. People are busy. Sometimes they forget. Follow up with clarity and respect. And step six, be gracious. No matter the outcome, thank people for their time. Gratitude builds relationships. It leaves the door open for future asks. This level of asking, intentional, respectful, confident, builds your reputation. It tells people you're serious, focused, and worth helping. And it trains your mind to stop settling, to stop waiting, to stop hoping for life to magically reward you, and instead start creating your future by the strength of your requests. Here's something you might not expect the more you ask. The more you grow, not just externally, but internally, asking builds courage. It builds clarity. It forces you to articulate your goal. It develops your communication skills. It refines your thinking. Every time you ask, you become more of the person you're meant to be. And here's one more secret. Sometimes the person you need to ask is yourself. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What am I afraid to ask for? Where am I settling? What would my life look like if I stopped holding back? If I knew I couldn't fail, what would I ask for today? These are the questions that wake you up, that challenge your limits, that realign your decisions with your destiny. You can't lie to yourself and expect to grow. You have to face what you really want and then go after it. And the first step to going after it, you ask. Now, once you've developed the habit of asking consistent, clearly, and confidently, you begin to notice something else. The universe itself begins to respond. Opportunities appear, doors open, people show up, not always right away, not always in the way you imagine, but they come. Why? Because asking is the first outward expression of inner commitment. When you ask, you declare intent. You set energy in motion, and in doing so, you become a magnet for solutions, for partnerships, for possibilities. But here's the challenge. Many people give up too quickly. They ask once, get ignored or rejected, and then retreat. They internalize the no. They take it personally, but you must remember, a no is not the end of the road. It's information. It's feedback. Sometimes it simply means not now or not this way. The most successful people are not the ones who never hear no. They're the ones who keep asking until they get the yes. They adapt, they refine, they pivot, but they don't quit because they know every no moves them closer to their goal. If they keep moving, persistence in asking requires emotional maturity. You have to separate your request from your identity. Just because someone declines your ask doesn't mean you're unworthy. It simply means that that person, at that time, under those conditions, said no. That's all. Don't make it mean more than it does. Every no contains a lesson. What could you have asked differently? Did you ask the right person? Was your timing off? Was your ask clear enough? Did you express enough value? Reflect, learn, adjust, then ask again smarter, stronger, sharper. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful forms of asking for mentorship. This one request, sincerely made, can shorten your learning curve by years, but most people are afraid to ask. They assume mentors are too busy. They fear rejection, or they think they have to be perfect first. Here's what I tell people. Successful individuals want to help others, especially those who show initiative, humility, and a willingness to learn. If you reach out with a clear request, specific questions, and genuine appreciation, you'll be surprised how often the answer is yes. Don't ask someone to mentor you in a vague, open-ended way. Instead, ask, would you be open to a 15-minute call where I can ask you 3 specific questions about a topic? Make it easy. Respect their time, follow up with gratitude, implement what they say. That alone sets you apart. Mentorship, coaching, guidance. These are accelerators, but they only come to those who ask. The same goes for resources, money, tools, access. You'd be amazed how many people are sitting on resources that could help you, but they don't know you need them. Because you haven't asked. Let me be very clear. No one is coming to save you. It's not pessimism, it's empowerment. You are responsible for moving your life forward. And one of your greatest tools is your voice, your initiative, your ability to speak your needs, your desire, your vision. So use it. Now, let's address a common obstacle, fear of rejection. It's real. It's uncomfortable, but it's not fatal. Rejection is a sign you're trying. It means you're in the game. You're taking shots, and that's far better than sitting safely on the sidelines of your own life. Every person you admire, every leader, innovator, artist, entrepreneur has faced rejection, often many times. Walt Disney was turned down by multiple studios. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for television. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. J, K, Rowling was rejected by a dozen publishers, but they didn't stop asking. They didn't stop believing in their vision. And neither should you. Ask boldly, ask intelligently, ask consistently, and then be prepared to receive. Because here's another piece people miss. You have to be open to the yes. Some people ask, but deep down, they're not ready. They doubt, they self-sabotage, they feel unworthy. So when the opportunity does come, they hesitate, they delay, they disqualify themselves. So don't just prepare your ask, prepare yourself to receive. Visualize the yes, anticipate the opportunity, ready your mindset, ready your habits, ready your environment, so that when the answer comes, you can walk through the door. And as you grow and you're asking, you'll begin to recognize new layers. You'll ask not just for things, but for wisdom, for insight, for truth. You'll begin to ask deeper questions like, what does success really mean to me? What am I being called to do? What am I avoiding that I need to face? How can I serve others more powerfully? What legacy am I building with my time? These questions transform you. They align you. They elevate your thinking. And as your questions deepen, so does your life. That's the true art of asking. It's not just about getting, it's about growing. Yes, ask for the raise. Yes, ask for the opportunity, but also ask to become the kind of person who's ready for that next level. Ask for resilience. Ask for clarity. Ask for strength. Ask yourself, who must I become in order to attract what I desire? Because the truth is, asking is just the beginning. Receiving comes when you've grown into alignment with the thing you've asked for. So ask with boldness, grow with intention, act with discipline, and above all, believe that what you seek is seeking you. Believe that doors are opening, even if you can't see them yet. Believe that by simply asking from a place of clarity, confidence, and humility. You are moving yourself toward a better future. Now, let me leave you with a challenge starting today, not tomorrow. Not next week. Make a commitment to ask for something important every single day. It could be small, a favor, a conversation, an opportunity, or it could be big, a raise, a partnership, a dream. But every day ask, train your asking muscle, sharpen your clarity, strengthen your courage, make it a game, keep score, celebrate the asks, not just the answers, because the act of asking changes you. It makes you braver, more focused, more intentional. And slowly, powerfully, it transforms your reality. Your goals become closer. Your network expands. Your confidence grows. You stop waiting and start creating. Because remember, the future belongs not to those who hope, but to those who ask. So ask with purpose, ask with vision, ask with boldness, and don't stop asking until you get what you came for.